Do you work hard every single day, but your bank account stays empty? You are not lazy. You are not stupid. You wake up early, you exhaust yourself, and you try your best. Yet no matter how much effort you put in, you always feel like you are just barely surviving. You think your problem is money, but it is not. Your problem is a single, silent thought hiding deep inside your mind, a thought that is secretly keeping you poor, no matter how hard you work. Listen to this story. There was a young man named Elias. Elias was the hardest worker in his village. He woke up before the sun and worked in the fields until it was dark. But Elias was always broke. He wore torn clothes, he ate the cheapest food. His face was constantly wrinkled with worry about how he would pay for his next meal. Elias believed that the world was unfair. He believed that wealth was only for lucky people, and that people like him were meant to struggle forever. Because Elias was so afraid of being poor, he held on to everything with a tight, closed fist. If someone offered to teach him a new skill, Elias would say, "I do not have time to learn. I must work to survive." If an opportunity came to buy better tools that would make his work faster, Elias would say, "I cannot afford it. I must save what little I have." He hid his small earnings in a wooden box under his bed. He checked it every night, terrified of losing even a single coin. He did not spend on his health. He did not spend on his mind. He was surviving, but he was slowly dying inside. His fear of losing money became so strong, it completely blocked him from making money. One evening, Elias was sitting outside his small broken house, counting his few coins with a stressed heart. An old wise man walking down the dusty village path stopped and looked at him. The old man reached into his bag and pulled out a small handful of premium golden wheat seeds. They were the finest seeds in the entire kingdom, known to produce massive harvests. The old man held his hand out and offered the seeds to Elias. "Take these," the old man said calmly. "These are a gift. What you do with them will decide your future." Elias was thrilled. He took the golden seeds. But instead of going to the field, Elias went straight into his house. He put the precious seeds inside his wooden box, locked it tightly, and hid it under his bed. "If I plant them in the dirt, the birds might eat them," Elias thought. "If it does not rain, they will die. It is much safer to keep them hidden." A full year passed. The old wise man returned to the village. He walked up to Elias, who looked just as tired, poor, and stressed as he did the year before. "Show me the harvest from the golden seeds," the old man said. Elias smiled proudly. "I was very smart," Elias said. "I did not risk losing them. I kept them perfectly safe." Elias pulled the wooden box from under his bed and opened it. But when he looked inside, his smile vanished. The golden seeds were dead. They had rotted in the dark, damp box. Bugs had eaten half of them. They were completely worthless. Elias fell to his knees in tears. "I lost everything," he cried. "I tried to protect them." The old man shook his head slowly. "You did not protect them. You killed them with your fear." The old man knelt down beside Elias. "A seed is completely useless if it stays in a box. It must be thrown into the unknown dirt. It must face the rain and the sun to grow. Money, energy, and time are exactly the same. The thought that is keeping you broke is this: I must hide and protect what I have because I will never get more. This is the mindset of poverty. When you live in constant fear of losing, you hold your life in a closed fist. But a closed fist cannot receive anything new. When you refuse to invest in your mind, when you refuse to learn a new skill because it costs time or money, you are locking your seeds in a dark box. You are working hard just to survive instead of planting seeds to grow. Do not let fear rot your potential. Wealth does not come to those who hold on to pennies in the dark. It comes to those who are brave enough to plant their seeds in the dirt. Open your hands. Stop acting like you are meant to be poor. Invest your time, your energy, and your mind into growing yourself. Take your seed out of the box and plant it today. If this story touched you, like, share, and subscribe for more stories.